Hey YouTubers, Hike with Mike here of course, and out for a hike, and I'm beginning to feel the heat, which means summer will soon be here. And I like summer for a lot of reasons. When it's 98 degrees and humidity and it's real steamy, because that means all the snowbirds are gone. There's no campers out here, and I pretty much have the place to myself, which is how I like it. So looking forward to that when I first start to get that first heat waves that come through. I know it won't be long before I could be out here and not see another soul. And for me, I like it that way because I like to have my serenity. So we're almost there. It was a bad winter for coming across people because I guess it was so bad up north. More of the Yankees were coming down than usual, and campsites were crowded, and I'd see people all the time. It was almost like being at Disney World, so it wasn't as pleasant as it usually is, but I can always rely on summer because it's nice and hot and steamy, and only those who are acclimated to that type of climate are out here, and that'll still be few and far between. To get to the swamp, I have to walk it's kind of a boring hike. It's this old forest road. Not much to see. And it's out in the open, so you get a lot of sun coming down on you. And you don't really see a lot of wildlife, but it's still nice. But it's really nice actually when you do a night hike on this road. But I just, I got to do 2 miles before I get to the swamp trail, which is kind of a bummer when you're pressed for time. But I'm not going to complain, that's for sure, because it is beautiful out here. Oh shoot, what was I thinking? I got to put everything down, get my backpack out. I forgot to put my bear spray on my belt. Got to have that, it'll be useless in the backpack. Won't have time to get it. Alright, off the forest road, on the trail to the swamp. There's a lot of places in here where I find old abandoned tree stands. I used to do some tree stand talks. They're probably still up here, but it's really dangerous to climb up those things because you don't know how long they've been up there. Wow, I think there's one up there. I think I might investigate real quick and see if I can find it. We're getting into the dry season, so I don't think I'll have any really super wet crossings to make today, but you never know. It's nice to be out here. This is a beautiful part of the swamp. It's quiet, and there's like a lot of little pine hammocks that you can get into and find when it's wet out, a little dry island to relax and hang out. Probably hear some airboats at some point here because it's the weekend. I'm really surprised I haven't heard a lot of airboat noise today. It's the weekend. It's always kind of interesting when I go swamp hiking and they're going through some of the swamp trails, and all of a sudden they come across me and they're like, what the devil? Who's out here hiking in the middle of the swamp? Always love to see the expression on their faces. It's kind of funny. But I'm sure they'll be here because it is the weekend. And of course, I've come across the beautiful sundew again. This beautiful plant of the swamp. Just absolutely beautiful. Looks like they're flowering right now too. I'm sure I'll come across some butterworts at some point too. And here is a butterwort, another carnivorous plant. Usually they're easy to find when they're flowering, but they have these like waxy, greasy leaves that entraps insects in there that they ingest. So that's cool. It's nice to see the carnivorous plants thriving out here in the swamp. kind of funny in the swamp. Wow, there's all kinds of sundews here. It's kind of cool. There's all kinds of things that can eat you here in the swamp. Reptiles, mammals, and even the plants eat meat. So it's kind of funny. Let's walk over here and see what the freshwater marsh looks like. This looks like this is a game trail here. Now I'm getting my feet wet. Nice and quiet out here today. That's how I like it. Look at all those sundews glistening in the sun. Morning sun. Beautiful. Ooh, and here is the third carnivorous plant. Another carnivorous plant. These plants right here with the flower are called bladderworts. And they have little vacuum tubes and they suck in small swimming insects. So that's cool. Seen 3 species of carnivorous plants out here in the swamp today. Very nice. Some more swamp flowers. This is one of the pine hammocks in the swamp, which are nice and dry. And it's a good place to kind of dry off your shoes for a bit. I think I'll hang out here for a little bit and dry off and enjoy the sounds of nature. This is a nice peaceful place to stop on a swamp hike. I usually have my pocket rocket stove with me, make some tea and just relax, maybe eat something. It's just very peaceful and relaxing. Coming across this big strand of pincushion flowers. It's actually kind of pretty. Nice white flowers here. They just look like pin cushions that you'd put pins in. Pretty cool. It's a time of year where everything's beginning to bloom. Just nice out here. Time to, once I go through this little patch of water here, time to reapply some tick spray, I think. Well, I'm almost to the forest road, but I gotta say, it was a great way to start the day. It was very peaceful, relaxing. So, just wonderful. I'm blessed to have a place like this to hike and explore. So, it's the end of a wonderful morning in the swamp. Can't ask for anything more. Count your blessings, because it's always good medicine.